What's up, everybody? You know, just this week I took my children to the store because we had to get some things for school for them. And so I didn't know exactly which store these items would be at. So I said we would go to two different stores. And so the plan was we're going to go to the first store, and if it wasn't in there, we would go to the second store. But the second store was closing very soon, so we were on a time crunch. And so before going into the first store, I told the kids, I said, hey, we're going to go in here and see if we can find it in here. If it's not in here, we have to hurry up and get to the next store. So we're walking through. They're doing great, but we have to pass the toy section. And my son sees some Transformers, and he walks past them and he says, Dad, these Transformers are distracting me. And I said, hold on, buddy, just keep going. Because he understood that the focus was to go into the store and get what we needed, and that the Transformers would be a distraction. You know, when I think about our walk with God, oftentimes we think that distractions are these obvious evil things, these things that are clearly leading us in the wrong direction. But just like my son, there's nothing wrong with Transformers. Transformers are great toys. I mean, I would play with them, and I'll still play with them right now when I'm playing with him. So there's nothing wrong with Transformers, but how were they a distraction? Because they were distractions because they were not what he was supposed to focus on at that time. And that's all that distraction is for us. In your walk with God, in your life right now, distractions are just those things that divert your attention from what you're supposed to be focusing on. And so I want to encourage you as you're trying to round out this pivot and you're closing out this year pretty soon, coming to the last quarter, understand that distractions will come your way, and they will not always be evil. Sometimes those distractions can be hurt. It can be letdowns. It can be disappointments. Sometimes distractions can be some very good things that you could be doing, but it's not exactly what you're supposed to be focusing on at this time. So my encouragement is to be careful of the distractions and understand that you have a focus and you have a pivot to make, and not allow those distractions to get in the way of your pivot. I'm Frank, and this is Frankly Speaking.